51-year-old Timothy Kramer is accused of fatally shooting his 47-year-old wife, Rosa Kramer, after she separated from him about 2 weeks prior. Authorities said that around 6 a.m. on Tuesday the 23rd of July, Rosa went to her former residence at 2641 Hillcrest Avenue in Pensacola, Florida, to pick up some of her belongings. She intended to leave the house before Timothy returned home from work at 8 a.m. Investigators said that she never returned home, even though she planned to take her father to his doctor's appointment, and a man, whose name remains anonymous, reported her missing later that night. The man told deputies he was worried about Rosa being around Timothy ever since she left him, because he began calling her and threatening to shoot himself if she didn't come back. Investigators said that Timothy had been working night shifts at PetSmart along North Davis Highway, roughly 5 miles away, but instead of returning home at 8 a.m, neighbours saw him return home at 5 a.m. and park his truck in the backyard, which he never reportedly does. Authorities said that given this time frame, Timothy would have arrived at the residence prior to Rosa's arrival. Deputies noted that it's reasonable to believe that Timothy attempted to conceal his vehicle behind a privacy fence to avoid Rosa from knowing he was present at the residence. The man called and texted Rosa's phone several times with no answer. He eventually messaged her account on Facebook, to which he received a reply saying she was having a drink at the beach, which the man said seemed unusual. The man said he messaged back saying Timothy better not have done anything, to which he received a reply of, "He did nothing but give my stuff and I left." Deputies eventually pinged both phones, with no results on Rosa's. However, Timothy's pinged to an apartment complex in Milton, roughly 20 miles away. On Wednesday morning, Milton police arrived and located Timothy at the complex, where a woman he was with informed police that Timothy told her he shot and killed Rosa. She said that Timothy contacted her saying he just shot Rosa in self-defense. She advised him to contact law enforcement, and he told him he did that, adding that deputies were at his home investigating it as a self-defense shooting. The woman allowed Timothy to come over to her apartment since she believed he was telling her the truth. However, she later became suspicious of his story since he could not produce a police report or a card with a case number. They continued to watch TV until police arrived at her apartment, which is when she told officers that Timothy shot and killed his wife. Deputies determined her story to be true and that she wasn't an accessory after the fact. Authorities said that after receiving this information from the woman, deputies went to the Hillcrest Avenue home where they found Rosa dead in a bedroom with 2 gunshot wounds, one being to the head. They also found a severely injured dog walking around with a gunshot wound to the mouth area. The dog was transported to a veterinary hospital and is recovering from its injuries. Investigators also found Rosa's vehicle abandoned in Bellevue Ballpark, which is about 1/3 of a mile from the home. Timothy was taken into custody and refused to speak with investigators at the sheriff's office and instead requested a lawyer. Timothy's charged with first-degree premeditated murder and aggravated animal cruelty. He remains at the Escambia County Jail without bond.